Hey, it's a bash! Gift Biz Unwrapped, episode 389.
Attention gifters, bakers, crafters, and makers. Pursuing your dream can be fun. Whether you have an established business or are looking to start one now, you are in the right place. This is Gift Biz Unwrapped, helping you turn your skill into a flourishing business. Join us for an episode packed full of invaluable guidance, resources, and the support you need to grow your gift biz. Here is your host, Gift Biz gal, Sue Monheit.
Hi there, it's Sue, and thanks for joining me today for a bash. What's a bash? You're going to experience it in a minute. But first, as a handmade product maker, you make the most beautiful, delicious, and life-enhancing products. I'm honestly so impressed with your talent, and you always put a smile on my face when I see your newest creations. I'm always watching, and I'm also always listening. Let me back up here for a second. In our Facebook group, Gift Biz Breeze, I asked you a while back what you need help with the most right now, and you totally surprised me. It wasn't email marketing strategy. It wasn't doing video or any number of topics that make up a solid growing business. Nope. What you are asking for help with is social media posting. What you've told me is you're putting in the time, you're posting frequently, maybe even several times a day, and you're discouraged because you aren't seeing any of this move the needle for your sales. I hear your frustration. Some of you have even told me you're at the point of throwing in the towel on social media altogether. Wait, please don't do that. Here's the thing. Some adjustments are needed. That's all. You see, putting in more time posting the same way isn't going to magically bring in sales. You need to change the way you're posting and what you're posting. You don't need to put in more work, you need to put in the right work, and that's when things will change. So, based on all of your comments, I decided to create your solution. It's called Content for Makers and is specifically created for handmade product makers like you. Because when you get your posting strategy and topics right, everything else falls into place. Content for Makers will enlighten you as to why your current social media activities aren't converting into sales. It will also show you how to put in less time and start seeing activity that will lead to increased sales. Just imagine a day when you know exactly what to post and get it done in 5 minutes or less. Then you can interact with your potential clients, deepen relationships with those you already know, and all of this continues to build upon itself naturally. Yes, this really is possible. Content for Makers includes a step-by-step strategy to formulate your unique plan based on your products and your business. Then you'll get 375 social media prompts. That's over a full year of ideas. Along with the 375 prompts also come 375 image suggestions, so you're not left hanging on the creative. These prompts and image suggestions can be used for all platforms and all types of posting too. Images, live streaming, reels, even email topics. There's more to Content for Makers too. To see all the details, jump over to giftbizunwrapped.com/content for makers. But honestly, at only $27, it's a no-brainer. Plus, you only have to buy it once for use year after year. Why carry on posting as you've been doing all along, expecting to see different results? Sign up for Content for Makers now and see the transformation of your posting experience change right before your very eyes. giftbizunwrapped.com/content for makers. Ready and waiting for your immediate access right now. Before we get into maker showcases, I want to talk with you about something that inevitably comes up for every product business owner at some point, and that is requests for donations. While I know in your heart you'd like to give to everyone, as a business owner, you need to balance these requests with sound business choices. How do you decide? And what can you expect as a return to your business from your donation? Is there a way to sway the results in your favor? Answers to these questions and more are what you'll hear as we kick off today's bash. Why don't we go ahead and dive right in? Hello and welcome to our ninth, oh my gosh, I can't even believe it, our ninth Gift Biz Bash. I have a group of fabulous handmade creators here who are going to share more about their business with you a little bit later. But before that, I want to dive into a topic that has been brought up quite a bit lately in Gift Biz Breeze. So if you've been following along in the Facebook group, you might have heard a conversation coming up about this, and it becomes more and more popular this time of year. So if you're just starting your business or you are on the way with your business and haven't encountered this yet, I guarantee you that you will. And that is donations. You're having people approach you to donate your product because they have a golf outing, or it's a charity event, or it's the school, or you name it. There is a gamut of people who will ask for donations. And it gets a little challenging. I mean, obviously, as a handmade product business, you are an attractor of this type of a request, but there's only so much of that you can do to make your numbers still work out. Now, the story that they will tell you, and they believe this, they really do believe this, the story that they'll say, and the reason why they're saying you should absolutely donate is you in turn are going to get visibility for your business. There are going to be so many people who are seeing that you're donating to the silent auction, whatever it is. And you are going to definitely, because you're going to get new eyeballs or people are going to know about you, that they're going to convert into customers. And then there'll be all sorts of additional growth associated with donating. And that sounds all great. I mean, from your side too, I mean, I know when I first started getting requests for donations, this is back when I had a gift basket business, I wanted to donate. From your heart, you want to do it all the time, but at some point you have to decide, is this right for my business and is this not? And I am never, ever going to tell you not to donate. I mean, if you want to donate out of the kindness of your heart, do so, but do so with your eyes wide open in terms of what this can actually truly do for you. Okay. The truth is, for me, and I have been in business now, my own businesses for 15 years, not one time in all these, okay, we'll go with 15 years. It might even be longer. I'm not sure. Not once did I get anyone who won whatever that raffle prize was or donation or whatever buy from me again. Never did they turn into a customer, ever. Nor did anybody as part of the organization. So I saw zero in terms of a return. Anita, I know you've done donations too. We've had these conversations before in some of my coaching groups, and everyone is feeling the same way. So it's not just me. However, this is all not gloom and doom because I have some potential opportunity for you. But I first want you to think of donating from your perspective on your side. You are incurring, because you're making your product, the cost of materials, the time it takes to produce that product, any type of packaging or signage or anything special you need to do to make your gift like kind of stand out, especially if it's a raffle or an auction, and getting your donation to wherever the event is. Most of the time, they expect you to drop it off for them. So if you think of all of that, that is wasted production time, material cost, for you and your business. Now, I'm not saying don't do it, because that's what you might be thinking now is Sue's going to say, forget it. Don't ever donate. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you need to make your own decision. But if you do decide you're going to do this, calculate your costs and put this in advertising and promotion in your numbers. QuickBooks or wherever you're going. It's advertising cost, promotion cost. Maybe you have a line item for charitable events, donations. Whatever that is, make sure at the very least, you're capturing a number to put in so that you can apply that when you're paying taxes at the end of the year. Now, having said all of that, here's how you can make donations work for you. if someone comes to you and they are asking for a donation and they're friends, so it's hard to get out of it. It's a group that you are a part of. Maybe it's a chamber or some other type of a group. And you do want to donate, genuinely want to donate. There's 3 things that I suggest you do that will help you try and work through getting this goose egg as a result of a return. And the first one is ask them if you can attend the event. As someone who's donating, can you get a free ticket to the dinner of the event? Somehow attend the event. Get yourself physically where your donation is. What that allows you to do is network, circle around and meet people. You can talk about your business because there may be a whole group of people who you don't even know, but you can say, yeah, I'm so fortunate that, I was invited to donate something and I'm happy to do it. That leads to talking about your business a little bit, et cetera. So it might not even be the fact that you donated something, but getting in front of a new group of people because you donated could help with your business. Now, if you're someone who's like, oh my gosh, totally freaked out, Sue, there is no way I would do something like that, ask if you could help work the show for them. Could you sit at the welcome desk and hand out name tags if that's something that they do? Could you help collect the money for the donations? You're still getting yourself at the event, but then you have an activity to do. So that's one way to interact with people with a purpose that might be a little bit more comfortable. And again, the whole point is then saying, I'm here because I'm donating a gift. Here's my gifts, whatever you would say. You're able to get into a conversation. But if you do either of these 2 things, the point is to make sure that you're sharing why you're there and your business. So the first thing is get to the event as an attendee. Second would be get to the event and work the event in some way, help them out. And the third is when somebody wins your donation, your prize, whatever, make sure you get a picture with them. You go up, you can congratulate them. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. Love that you're the winner. Let's take a picture, and you put it on social. You can tag that event and then they might share their picture, etc. So again, you're trying to get more visibility. The summary of this, with the 3 ways to make this work for you is you have to take the initiative on donation requests and ask for something in return. Not just, oh, that's so nice, I'll get added visibility. Here's my gift. And then you hide, behind the door. Get out in front of people. And it's give and take. They're asking something from you. There's no reason why you can't ask something from them as well. It's really all up to you to make that happen. So here are my action steps for you, because I like to always keep these things actionable. When you get a request, first thing to do, obviously, is to decide yes or no. Are you going to accept the request or are you not? If you are, then do what I just described. Get to the event, work at the event, take a picture with the winner and post on social. Then, if you decide, no, I don't have time in my schedule, it's too big an ask, whatever the reason might be, I'm going to give you the perfect line. I've used this over and over and over again, because you don't want to be in a position where you're stumbling over your words. You don't know what to do. When someone's asked you, you're like, I don't know what to do. And then what do you end up doing? Saying yes, even though you don't want to. Here's what you do. If the answer is no, you say to them, you know what? I have an annual dollar allocation for fundraisers and donations like this, and everything's already been allocated for this year. If you're interested, let me know for next year. I will tell you that I'm going to support our customers first, but if you're interested for next year, then let me know. Send me an email so I have it on file and let me know. I'll attempt to put you into my budget for next year. So that's a nice, easy way of saying, first off, okay, you're coming from me out of the blue and you're not my customer, and I'm supposed to do something for you, right? It also frees you up if a customer does come and you want to support them, then you haven't done so much of this that you're really hurting your business. And you also have a structure in place. Now, having said that, I came up with this idea because I was getting so many requests. And then I'm like, this is actually a pretty good idea. I'm going to make a line item in my budget for donations. So I had a certain number of dollars a year. I allocated it out. When I was just starting, it was pretty small. And you could even promote that at the end of the year if you wanted to. Okay, so that's what I would do if you are being asked for donations. And I don't know if you've ever been on the other end of a fundraising event where you're going out and seeking money. It's hard for people to ask too. So you don't want to put them in an uncomfortable situation either. Having a plan, knowing realistically what the results can be for you in terms of donations, which I say pretty much zero, but having a way to get in and actually make it work for you because it's a new audience, and then knowing what to do if you really do need to decline in a way that doesn't feel bad for them receiving the information that you can't do it. Because they can also walk back with being hopeful that maybe for next year you would. I would love to open the mic now if anybody who's here wants to comment, any thoughts, any ideas, anything around donations.
So I actually have a question about this.
Sure.
Probably you answered already, but it was how to approach it is the opposite. Like if I want to donate something, how do I approach the best way? And if it's, my question was also if it's really worth it. Because I have two daughters, they go to gymnastics, and I was thinking probably donate something for them so they can promote my business. And the other one is, in event, like vendor events, can I also, is it worth it to give something so they can give it away? And
so I've never found, like I said, any of these types of events to pay off. However, for your daughters, did you say it was dance events or something? Gymnastics. Oh, gymnastics. I should know. I used to be a gymnast in the day. You can never tell, but I used to be. If you went to them, instead of just saying donating, maybe thinking up a little program where there could be fundraising for the group that then could lead to some type of business for you as well. So you could share in the profits. I'm thinking like if they do an end of the year holiday show, maybe you could help with some type of fundraising where you get your costs covered. They get whatever it is that would be part of that program, but then you work out with them, for example, in your holiday email list that I'm going to be part of your holiday email with maybe a product that then you would sell as a holiday gift. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
so you customize it up, like you be the one in the lead and present them with an idea that then at least just covers your cost and then gives you potential with that community. That's kind of a spin-off of what I was talking about of attending an event, but getting extra publicity in some way, because those people then, all of the gymnasts and their moms, family, saw what you did for their event specifically, right? And remembered you with good emotion. And then that's when you say, will you add in, I have a holiday special. If we do this together, I'd like you to add into the email that you put out to all the gymnasts and their family over the holidays with a little bit about this offering that I have.
Yeah.
Something like that. You just create it and present it to them. And gosh, I'll tell you, business owners have so much, as you know, on their plates that if you can create something all done for them, already figured out, already planned out for them, where they're making a little bit of money too, you're covering your costs, like it's all figured out. It's kind of a no-brainer to be able to say yes. So
yeah, and it's a good idea that it's a fundraising, so I get covered the cost at least.
Yeah. And you could even be there signing people up, depending on what it is that you would be offering, so then you're in front of people yet again. And at the event, you know how all of these are, especially with the little kids, like they're not just bringing the moms and dads, grandparents are coming and other people are coming, right? Yes. So yeah, you could really build this up into something fun and valuable for your business, I think.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, it was a great question. Okay. Any other comments? Go ahead, Cassie.
I was just going to say that it helps if the raffle is something that people can choose where they put their tickets. So the gift will actually get to someone who cares about your product, whether it's a silent auction item or something where they are making that choice rather than just getting a name drawn out of a hat for a variety of gifts. So try and focus on the kinds where they get to choose what they want, because you're more likely to find someone who will, once they get your gift, well, I really did love that, or I already love that, and I'm going to keep going back to her anyway.
I want more now.
Or I'm going to share this with someone who I know does really love these products, something along those lines. So make it something where they get to choose the gift that they want with their tickets or their money.
That's a really good point, because some people will like offer up a raffle and it'll be like an iPad or something. Who wouldn't enter a raffle for an iPad, right? Who wouldn't? But if it doesn't relate specifically to your business and is the audience, the people like Cassie's saying of people who would buy your product, it's wasted money. And gosh, boy, did I learn this in a big, bad way with the ribbon print company. We sell custom ribbon printing machines. You can see if your video, you can see I've got ribbon behind me. When I first went out to trade shows, I did a raffle for a free ribbon printer. Our systems cost $1,000 or more. So I was offering and raffling a free ribbon printer. Who wouldn't put their name in? Half the people didn't even know what they were putting their name in for, and then someone wins and then we send out the printer. And this is not another example. Not one of them became a regular customer. Not one of them used it for their business. They got $1,000 ribbon printing system and they didn't use it. And that's a perfect example, Cassie, and a very expensive example of where I made mistakes on this part. However, I'm just going to say it wasn't totally a mistake because a lot of people were waiting to see if they won before they would buy a printer from anybody. So that kept people away from my competitor. So I figured that strategy out a little later. So Anita, you raised your hand. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I would just like to recommend that if you are going to give away something, don't be afraid to put something inside of the giveaway for a call to action to get them to post it on their social platforms or whatever. And also, I put in a little note on the last thing that I gave away, and this worked out great, that I introduced myself on paper in case I didn't get a chance to talk to them. I introduced myself on paper and then said to them, hey, I am a woman-owned business located at. The greatest compliment you can give if you enjoy this gift is to tell somebody else about my business so that I can continue offering free stuff. You don't want to open up to having say, okay, I'm giving away free stuff, but put something in there as a plug for yourself. It's okay to plug yourself in the giveaway.
Yeah, I like that, Anita. That's another example of taking the initiative and making the situation work for you. Not just making it, handing it over, and that being that. Wonderful. Okay. Any other comments before we move on to showcases? Okay. I've already talked a little bit about all the makers who are here, but for those of you who are listening, the reason this is called a bash is because we are bringing together a number of different makers who are going to share their businesses with you. And as a listener, here are a couple of things I want you to think about. How are people presenting their company? You might see a new approach that you've never thought of before. Let's face it, we work with our businesses all day long, but when it comes time to actually present and talk about our businesses, it can be challenging until you do it several times. So kudos to everybody who's here because you're actually here and doing it, and don't anybody go away because I know who you are. No, I'm just kidding. But then also listen to what they're offering. Sometimes we have people who are interested in doing collaborations as well. So there may be something that someone talks about that either is a collaboration you'd be interested in doing with them, or it sparks an idea for you for your own collaborations. Again, you're not just listening to what people are talking about here. You're thinking about how this can relate to your business. And of course, if you're interested in supporting the people who are here and buying from them, that's also absolutely great. And now for those of you who are here and doing showcases, I'm just going to remind you really quickly that the type of information that I want you to provide is, first off, your name, your business. If your product isn't immediately obvious by your business name, then just tell us what it is that you sell. And then something that you have going on right now. So we're almost into October now. So are you at some type of a fall festival, craft show? Farmers markets are still open. Is there something in your area that listeners who are there could come and see you at these local shows? You can also talk about directly to your website. Anything that you want in terms of the promotional end. And as I was mentioning before, if you have any collaborations or you're looking to partner up with anybody for whatever reason it is, you have a chance to mention that here as well. And then finally, one place, and I really want to stress this, it makes it so much easier for people, one place for them to get in touch with you. So either it's your email or direct message me over on Instagram or, wherever it is, one place, because it's much clearer. That communication is much clearer for everybody who's listening if it's just one place. Okay. So with that, I'm going to, when I pull you up, just unmute your mic and then you get a chance to take it away. Okay. And Anita, I'm going to have you go first because you're going to be working with me in this upcoming weekend. So I'm going to let you do a little bit of work now and then you get to be done for a while.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Have at it, Anita.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name's Anita Housman. I'm from the Hershey Gifting Company, and we provide a unique gifting and creative marketing experience for our customers that help them remember special people, moments, and their life events. Our greatest pleasure is really helping others make a huge impact within their budgets that will help them stand out above the norm. So with that, we work with big corporate, even to small businesses and even not-for-profit groups by using our creative gifting and marketing meant to help them really stay top of mind and above the norm without high-cost advertising budgets. So our number one product is custom printed ribbon that we personalize to order. The ribbon can have a personalized message that can have a sentiment written on it, or even a logo or a picture for businesses that really want to make their business or their brand pop. So what we are involved in right now, earlier this year, we rolled out our drop shipping program for printed ribbon. We call it Ribbon on Demand. And I am always looking to collaborate with other small businesses or other drop shippers to help them generate additional revenue, really with little to no effort on their part. So if you want to get started or to set up a free consult to discuss how I can help you either generate some income or promote your business or your product, you can find me online at thehersheyGiftingCompany.com or on all social platforms.
Wonderful, Anita. And I know, there have been people who don't have our ribbon printing systems who get jobs in and they're like, oh, can you customize it? Or these are for party favors. Can you add a ribbon? And you don't have that resource available, but you don't want to lose the job either. So if that's the case, then call up Anita and she can help you with that. She can provide the ribbon, you keep the customer, and then you just add that ribbon on to whatever it is that you have. So
yes. And we've been known to do small jobs up to the most recent one we just did was 15,000 pieces within a week. So that was a lot of fun.
Okay, your ribbons have been on the Ellen DeGeneres show.
Yep.
Your ribbons have been in the Boston Marathon, right? With Doug Flutie, the Doug Flutie Foundation, right?
Yep.
That's all together. You do a lot for Mothers Against Drunk Driving, tons of stuff. So
PBS, we did the Downton Abbey gift
how could I forget that?
at New York City. Yep. That was fun. Yeah. And then the most recent one was the memorial for the victims of the hurricane in the Bahamas for the Bahamian government. Yeah, they're getting around. They're getting around.
Wonderful. Okay, thanks, Anita.
Thank you.
Cassie, you're up next.
Hi, I'm Cassie with Cassie's Country Cupboard, and I create pantry items such as soup mixes, baking mixes, and spice blends that help busy families get food on the table without losing their sanity. And I am currently looking to partner with some gift basket companies or small gift boutiques and specialty food shops with my wholesale offerings. So if you are interested in checking out any of those products, I do have my enchilada soup mix. I brought one with me today. That's something that goes really well into different gifts, along with some specialty crackers or other small things that would go with soup. That's something that makes a great gift for others. So I would love to get an email from you. It's Cassie at cassiescountrycupboard.com, or you can check out all of my wholesale offerings on Fair Wholesale website as well.
Fabulous. And I'm a huge supporter of you, as is my husband. And we have had that enchilada soup mix too. It's yummy, 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 yummy.
Yeah, bestseller.
Yeah. Well, and your bread for us is our favorite. We can never have less than 3 ready to go in our pantry at any time. So I have to say that every time you come up because I look at your name and I think beer bread. That's it. That's it.
Thank you.
Well, no, that's not all, but it's the one thing I would think of. It's not all that I think of you, Cassie, of course. Okay. Amanda, why don't you go ahead and go next?
Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda Bond. I am with That Crafty Golden. So what we create is handmade gift cards or greeting cards. We are actually just getting started. So our first show will be in September. But after this recording, any listeners can find us at our October show at our local farmers market, which is in Ocala, Florida, Ocala Downtown Market. It's pretty popping in the local area. So I'm really excited to get started with. If anybody was interested in seeing what we do, you can find us on all of the socials. And if you wanted to connect, you can send me a direct message on Instagram at That Crafty Golden.
That Crafty Golden. And so at the shows, what are you showing at the shows? Are people able to buy cards there?
Yes.
And are they all occasion cards or holiday cards?
So I'm hoping to have holiday cards available in October, but we have birthday cards, congratulations, all different occasions. I have a whole list that I'm trying to meet the needs of. You don't realize how many different greeting cards there are until you really start looking into them.
For sure.
I do have quite a bit of variety right now.
Okay. Do you do custom design cards?
I do.
If someone wanted to do cards on behalf of their business or something like that?
Yes. And even I recently made a custom anniversary card with custom name and lots of things like that. So just depending on what the idea is, I can do my best to implement that.
Okay. All right. Super. Lili,
Hi.
you weren't expecting me to call you next.
No, my name is Lili and I do crochet jewelry. The company, my business is called Every Little Thing, and it's spelled every Lilea thing, little thing. So there's just a twist in there. Just like a middle. Yes. It's a personalized name.
Mhm.
And right now I'm gonna have I'm going to a vendor event soon in a couple of days in Ashburn, Virginia. I'm in Virginia, so I'm gonna be there doing the vendor event. It's a neighbor who does like a vendor. She opens
got
for
you.
a lot of people.
Mhm.
It's not like a big vendor event. It's not.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's in Ashburn area, and the best way to know what it is, you can find me in Instagram and just send me a message over there, approaching and using your tips that you gave me today about the founding for the gymnastics school.
You have to let us know how it goes.
Yes, I
will you
will.
circle back and let me know?
Yes, I will. Thank you.
If you need ideas or help with that, feel free to jump into Gift Biz Breeze and just write a post question about that. You can go in there and just say, hey, I've got a question. We can keep the conversation going over there as well.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. You're welcome. Okay, and let's see here. Where are we? Oh, Lex, I'm anxious to hear from you.
It's Lexanne Stroh, and I've been in business since 1998. The name of my business is Fountains by the Sea and More. I make tabletop fountains, and I do some home decor I call them beachy shell bowls. I live in Florida, so sand and shells are very prevalent here, and a lot of people don't know what to do with all their extra shells. But I make decorative bowls and seascapes with them. And then I also do crocheted items, specialty ones. The universities that are around here for the different mascots. Right now I'm doing a lot of vendor events. Between now and the end of December, I have 15 events coming.
15 events?
Yes.
Wow.
I spend a lot of time just getting things ready.
Is this the primary way that you sell?
Yes.
Through face-to-face events?
Yes, I have a Facebook page, but I'm not doing much selling on there. So it's more of the face-to-face and special orders. When I post something on Facebook, somebody will call, they'll ask me how much and when can I have it done. I was at one time doing a online craft fair. It was once a month and that was a lot of fun, but that was during the pandemic.
Right.
But now that we're out back face to face, I've got a lot of events during the year.
Got it. Where in Florida specifically are you?
I'm in the Daytona Beach area.
Okay.
And I do a lot of the local shows here. I do have one that's in Gainesville at the university, and that one is a 2-day event. Most of my events are like 1 day.
Okay. And is there anywhere online where we can see a list of your shows?
I do have a Facebook page. It's /fountainsbythesea.com.
Okay, perfect. Wonderful. And I will tell you also, and well, I'll just address all the people who are listening here. If you're in Florida, we know that a lot of people like locally generated handmade crafts, especially in Florida. I'm thinking of a couple people right now. If you're listening, I'm thinking of you, and Amanda's raising her hand too. So, that really separates you when you're able to create things and you have things that are coming from your area. So if it's something that you don't make, this could also be a potential collaboration too, Lex, with somebody, like if you had hats and someone else had candles or I don't know what, they could be merged together too.
I would be interested in doing something like that if anybody was interested in doing that. Like I said, I'm in the Daytona area, and the shows that I do are all local shows right here.
Okay. All right. So if you're listening and you go to one of the shows that Lex is at, you've got to go up and say hello and say that you heard about her from this podcast. Merging people together, my favorite thing ever. Okay, wonderful. Well, that's a wrap on the showcases. Thank you very much. It was a suggestion last time after we cut the mic off that I put links in the show notes for everybody's business here. That's another kind of added perk then. So if you were listening and you heard something and you didn't capture how to get in touch with that person, then just go over to the show notes and I'll have all their names and the businesses there. And then you can just link straight over to them and get things going. Okay. So thank you so much for joining me. Now, everyone who's listening, if you are interested in participating also, in other words, being here and showcasing your business, I have one bash left for the year so far. Maybe I'll add another one, but right now it is not my plan. So if you're interested to sign up for the very last bash of the year, you would go to giftbizunwrapped.com/bash. That one, let's see if I have it here. We're actually doing on September 29th in the morning. That's a Thursday morning. So we're actually recording it then, and it's going to air middle of October. So this is the time when everyone would hear it and you'd get exposure for your business. So again, if you're interested, giftbizunwrapped.com/bash. Okay, all of you who are here, please, I'm going to stop the recording now, but please stay because there's always some good conversation that happens afterwards. Those of you who have joined in, thank you so much for being an observer on the bash, but you don't need to leave it at that. Feel free to interact with these wonderful ladies who have already shared their business with you. And I look forward to us being together again next time. Bye for now. Before you move on to your next activity today, make sure to get your name on the list for at least one Gift Biz Bash. You can see dates for the upcoming sessions and get signed up over at giftbizunwrapped.com/bash. And if you're enjoying the podcast and would like to show support, a rating and review is always fabulous because it helps get the show seen by more makers. It's a great way to pay it forward. And there's another way where you can get something tangible in return for your support too. Visit my merch shop for a wide variety of inspirational items, like mugs, journals, water bottles, and more, featuring logos, images, and quotes to inspire you throughout your day. Makes a great gift, too. And we've just added some new products for the season to the shop. Turnaround is quick, and the quality is top-notch. Nothing but the best for you. Take a look at all the options at giftbizunwrapped.com/shop. All proceeds from these purchases helps go to offset the cost of producing the show. And now, be safe and well, and I'll see you again next time on the Gift Biz Unwrapped podcast. I want to make sure you're familiar with my free Facebook group called Gift Biz Breeze. It's a place where we all gather and are a community to support each other. I've got a really fun post in there that's my favorite of the week, I have to say, where I invite all of you to share what you're doing, to show pictures of your product, to show what you're working on for the week, to get reaction from other people, and just for fun because we all get to see the wonderful products that everybody in the community is making. My favorite post every single week, without doubt. Wait, what? Aren't you part of the group already? If not, make sure to jump over to Facebook and search for the group Gift Biz Breeze. Don't delay. Come join us in Gift Biz Breeze. Today,